Cancer, what's up? This is Shadow Sister Silva and your weekly wildcard reading with me. And we start pulling a chakra crystal for you that shows the whole theme of the week. So for Cancer collective, we have crown chakra, guru energy, highest possible chakra. You should be the king and the queen, good spiritual leader and good leader. Not falling to be egotist. And then you get this deck that is the as above, so below. You get the above deck, more celestial. I'm gonna mix this now fast. But first of all, today I'm giving to every star sign the Shaman Stream oracle card. There's this beautiful text here. We are all sacred dreamers dreaming the world into being. So what is your dream, Cancer? What is your big dream you want to bring into life? Okay, so this is a card. Mindful, cryptic. Okay, very colorful, beautiful. There is really like a paradise almost. Cryptic, some kind of community aspect here. And second, like kind of guidance card I'm going to give is from the Queen of the Moon oracle. So what could it be? Protection. This little bird carrying this fragile woman here in the basket. So there is this. Okay. It was a 24 number. And this was a 40. Okay, so we will read in the end this oracle card, but now really I'm going to pull here cards for Cancer collective. What could be the theme of the week? These are a little bit special cards. I might have to read from the book because I'm not immediately always recognizing maybe the stories, but we'll see. Okay, here also. So these were the cards. Okay, so you have 1 here, 3 in the middle, and 1 again on the side. First card is Fire. 9 of fire. I think it must be 9 of wands. Some planet, because see so. Then the 3 cards in the middle is 2 of pentacle, 8, like the strength card, and 3 of pentacles. So there is some gnome energy, but then very spell casting in the middle. The strength card is like a really like creating like a higher energy vertical source. But then you have these earth energies around. So we'll look into that. And then one more. Omens. Is this possible? A tower card? I don't know. It looks very like a thunder striking. I think this is a tower card. There's some change happening. Like here is lightning hitting a tree. The tree is burning, and there's this kind of fox looking it. Some change is coming, Cancer. Yeah, there is also a tree here. Mindful, cryptic, and then you have this change. Something is happening here. Look carefully. Same kind of tree is here, but it's burning, and here is intuition. And protection. Okay, we go into it, so I will get more clarity. Anyway, you have this crown chakra, how to not to be egotist, but be serving others. You have a cryptic here. What is this fire card first? Some planet. Complicated to find these cards because they are not in order, but I will find it. Oh, it's a Pluto. That can be indeed some deep going and big change. Also the Pluto. Okay, it's a big text, but this is a Pluto. Some say that the only absolutes in life are death and taxes. Pluto reigns over this infamous aspect of the human experience. He does so with cool composure and promises. Astrologically, whether given status as a planet or not, Pluto governs those things in life that absolutely have to happen. As god of the underworld, it is fitting that Pluto is associated with death, which leads to transformation and renewal. Really, Pluto is not so much a dispenser of death as his surgeon, helping us dispose of situations that are completely played out and shedding anything that no longer serves us. Pluto also deals with issues of sex, power, and control, making sure we know when these are appropriate and necessary to pursue and when it's time to let go. Although the experiences of Pluto are often hard, painful, or even terrifying, the rewards are vast. A renewal of life and spirit, psychological and personal growth, wisdom, the ability to transcend adversity. The Nine of Fire heralds the inevitable. Unlike the Seven of Fire, the events of the Nine are often not as a surprise. More often we see them coming, we know we should prepare, but we resist. The changes Pluto promises are usually difficult and ones we rather forego. While that is not possible, there is at least a promise of riches at the end of the journey. The shadow side of this card shows a strong and dangerous denial of Pluto's events. Like the repressed shadow self, these repressed feelings can lead to explosive and unstoppable actions, which will not only delay the inevitable, but often make it more difficult. Okay, and then we have the Tower moment in the end here of the week. So now something has to change, and this big transformation happening. But maybe out of it comes good. Like you find you're back to the group that can help you. You're not maybe so alone you think you are. To Earth. I don't want to go too long with this reading, but it is a special card, so I kind of have to see. To Earth is balance, water and earth. They live here as equals. The earth does not contain the water entirely, and the water does not destroy the earth. Our physical experience and our soul can balance and nurture and enhance each other's. And in fact, that is what this card calls for. There is a picture is in the beach. In the beach, it meets the ocean, where stable land gives way to shifting sand, leading out to water and an alien-like world. Like the places that Hecate rules, like Hecate also rules kind of underworld, we have also with the Pluto. The beach is a liminal place, a portal from one world to another. The space is not always clearly defined either. The tides move in and out, changing the boundaries and creating new temporary environments. Tidal pools are filled with mysteries and treasures. There is a sense of entering an exotic world filled with beauty and dangers that we know little about. So you should seek for like balance. Then we have this spell casting that's actually a strength card. We have in the table in the center of all is like a strength. And on the side here is a tower card. So spell casting. Cancer, what's going on this week? If you want, you can tell me in the comments, but you are maybe creating something. Speak. There's a little bunny in this fire circle also. kind of like the protecting thing comes back from this card, that there is like beauty and like innocence to protect in this magic circle. Magic is focusing the will and working with the divine energies present to create positive change in the world. Learning to recognize and work with energy is relatively easy. The challenges are controlling our will and on creating positive change. As humans, it seems that part of our lesson on Earth is to muster up and properly channel our will, which sometimes seems too weak or too strong. Creating positive change is also difficult. We don't always want what is good for us or for others. Also, it's not always a simple thing to know that it's for the greatest good. Managing our will takes practice, discipline, and patience. Dealing with the question of greatest good is eased by maintaining a close connection with the divine. Once you know how it feels to be in good relationship with the divine, it is easy to recognize when you are not. That sensitivity can be a great compass. So there is still this like mastering yourself, managing resources, creating change, working in harmony with the divine. That is definitely in the cards for you, if you have this kind of dark Pluto energy here. Then we have still Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles, this kind of agreements usually. Some kind of agreements between three people. Again, these gnomes are coming here. The Three of Earth is the result of what can be done when different elements combine together. Working with others or as part of a team will allow you to accomplish more or even something entirely different than if you were to work alone. Definitely, we are coming from this Pluto energy that is kind of dark, alone person, to then find these elements you're working with, but you are having this whole rainbow here and you are working as a team. So it's not just, this is a connection to everybody else. This is like the oneness mentality that we are all connected. So how you connect yourself is very important, because you will have this Tower moment that something has to change, that something will, like this is kind of karma card. Do you want it or not, things will change. So it's out of your control kind of omens. Let's see, what is that? So something big is going to happen, and yeah, sometimes these kind of Tower moments, they can be globally a moment. It can be really like, it affects everybody, it's not just you. But so far in my readings now, I have not seen Tower card, other signs, so maybe it's just you, Cancer, that you have this Tower moment you have to face. Here is my Tower. So it's somewhere here. So, as mentioned, like warnings, as mentioned earlier, there is really no bad energy, only inappropriate energy. And in the same way, there are no bad omens or experiences, but ones that we might consider inconvenient or undesirable, at least in the short term. How can a majestic tree being destroyed by lightning be a positive thing, we wonder? All is one. The tree, the lightning, and the fire are all part of the divine. The moon, a shadowy light that conceals more than it reveals, reminds us that we do not always understand the reasons for everything that happens around us. These things, these traumas, these disasters, for to us, they are those things do happen. It's like a weird thing. These things, these traumas, these disasters, for to us, they are those things do happen. We may not understand why, but we are sometimes given a warning portent. What is it? Given a portent, a warning, so that we may be prepared. So trouble ahead, a sudden and unexpected event, seemingly senseless destruction. So Cancer, something is there that you are warned, and something can drastically change that influence you a lot. But in the meanwhile, you are doing a big team work here. Maybe one of your team causes something, or there's something to be solved, but anyway, this kind of balance is in risk. Okay, let's read this advice card. You had also here the protection, so protect yourself, kind of. So somehow I don't want to be like this kind of like a oracle that says that the doomsday is coming, but something will change, let's say. But then we have this positive, mindful grouping. I would really say there might be something that you have to listen carefully now, Cancer. Keeping a clear mind, hurtful thoughts, grouping. The human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of this restriction or a place of never-ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key, as you are in fertile time for full manifestation. You want to ensure that the seeds you plant will sprout and flourish into the life you seek to grow. Be mindful not to scatter weeds. It's easy to be influenced by others right now too, especially in our digital age. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. If you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself up with this negativity and then see more of it in the outer world. Stay out of gossip and other forms of grouping, for when you cut other person down to their level, due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. Wait, I'm gonna read this again because this might be the tower moment, just there. Wait. Stay out of gossip and other forms of grouping. For when you cut another person down to their level, due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. So fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine you're a universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hope and goodness. Be mindful of what your mind is full of. There's like, I'll underline the full, but your mind is full of, and keep the faith. Good brings more good. Love more love. Gratitude more things to be grateful for. That is some kind of thing that you should be really practicing this week. Maybe that's the spell thing that you are able to like have this kind of abundant mentality against all odds. And the other side, there is this Pluto looming, dark underworld card, and then you have this destruction and a change in the other life. But you in the center of it all keep this kind of magic circle alive. It is the rabbit, white rabbit. So just create this kind of protective circle maybe around you. Yeah, think about who you surround yourself with. Like we become the 5 people we're hanging out the most. So just think about that. Really, that maybe this week is really important. You should really focus on the good. And in the end of this text, I'm gonna repeat this one more. It's too much repeating, but it was like this card. Good brings more good. Love more love. Gratitude more things to be grateful for. So there is your kind of rainbow spell casting that you should be keeping in mind this week. Okay, this was your reading, Cancer. If you like, press the like button and comment and subscribe if you didn't already, and see you next week.